We are live.
Okay, I'd like to call this meeting to order, and do we have any public comments?
We do not.
Okay. Hello. Do I hear a motion to approve the minutes from May 13th?
Move that the minutes from May 13th be approved.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So we'll move right into processing and tallying the absentee ballots.
Okay. Well, thanks for the approval yesterday for us to go ahead and open them up and get them in precinct order. We did have a bipartisan team. We had one Democrat, one Republican. They did open the ballots envelopes here in this room with me as a third party overseeing. We did a hand-eye audit for a visual count, matched to the numbers that we had, and spreadsheets up there. So we'll get to run.
Used to wait in the envelope, but jump up. I was like, yeah, it's right here. You want to do the verification or the number? Heavy fold.
And Judson, do you have the zero
Yes, right.
so we can show the board that?
Head it up towards the front of the table. Do they need
And
to
they,
sign that?
yes. So this is just the zero report showing that there are no votes on that USB stick before the tally of the absentee ballots. So if y'all will sign that, stating that y'all.
No, it's in the antique, actually. Look at this one, Don.
Yeah.
The good old days.
Well, that is an old.
Oh, okay. Those are the ones that are out in the lobby, yeah.
Oh, they have these, you have these up?
I don't know.
Yeah, we found the stash.
Oh,
We got
did
some
you?
out there.
Yeah, I got one.
I thought it was special.
You are.
I'll get one for Friday.
Everybody I know says that noise.
The collector's item, selling for profit.
Right. Put them on eBay.
Yeah, yes, sir.
What is the date on them? How long have I had that been?
Oh, my gosh.
It doesn't have
2016
date.
at least. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Good. Okay.
And while they're doing that, I'll just give y'all a little, at our 9 o'clock call-in, we had a total of 206 voters. And then at the 12 o'clock call-in, we had 604 voters today.
Mhm.
So the next call-in time is 3 o'clock. Thank you. And the largest turnout we've had at one precinct is 34.
What was the total? Was the total 300 as of yesterday?
For the early voting,
Or 200?
it was, hold on just a second.
You including my one? Or just-
Yeah, and if you don't have it, that's okay.
Was it
Was it
379 for
Oh, for
early
early
voting?
voting, yes.
379.
That's at the sites. Does that include absentee?
Okay, 379 was early voting, 63 mail-ins, and then so far today, 604 is voting.
When was the last time we had a second runner?
In 14, I believe it was 14. Mhm.
Actually, yes, I told you
16,
erroneously the other day. I didn't know 2016. I'd only gotten through the data up to 2014. Didn't see one in 2018, 2015. Obviously, didn't see one in the off year. But I looked.
I'll check.
We did apparently have one in 2016.
Okay.
We gotta remember that for that grant letter.
Oh, okay.
Looks like we're
Over again.
yes. SE. Six. Oh, west Boone. Just the cardinal direction. Boone 5. One. Four. It's like this permanent mark. Well, sometimes.
So forth.
It is, yes. When somebody uses a Sharpie on one, it is a toss-up, usually, whether it's gonna go through there or not. If they manage to get all the way in the bubble, sometimes works. 05. That'd be 3. East Spring. South Spring.
So the deadline for absentee is now today.
It's 7:30 tonight.
That's the first time that
No, we do that in March too.
in the regular primary.
Mhm.
So there'll be a handful of canvas,
It could still be, we're,
maybe.
Charlene, did you get any today?
Just one,
Just
so far, in person.
And I know we have one provisional so far because it was a judge who was working out of precinct.
Yeah.
And they did not vote early, so they did a provisional at their polling site.
063.
And that is, that's a change as well, right?
No, that could be,
I mean, no, it's a change that it would be provisional. Formerly, it would it have been?
no, that would have had to be a provision. If the judge is out of precinct.
Yeah.
She or he would have had to do a provisional, unless they voted early.
Yes.
Because because they're still registered, say in South Boone, and
Yeah.
if they voted in Morton, if we let them vote we let them vote a regular ballot,
Mhm.
then Morton would have one more vote. Morton would have the over one, and South Boone would be less one. So you want your ballots to balance, you know,
Okay.
precinct numbers.
So out of precinct voting has always been.
Yes.
Has always
Oh,
been
been a
provisional.
provisional.
Awaiting.
And one thing we did start doing a couple years ago to cut down on some provisionals. Say you lived in Morton and you moved to Fawcett. Well, you just showed up at Fawcett, but you didn't change your address with us.
Mhm.
What we do is we give Fawcett your voter registration number.
Mhm.
Instead of you having a label, they're going to hand write it.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
you'll,
nine, yeah.
because that's your correct precinct now.
Right.
And then we let you vote a regular ballot. And we call
Judson.
Morton and say, pull his
Yeah.
ballot. He voted over in Fawcett, you know,
Yeah.
so you can't go over there and vote.
Yeah, because you don't live there anymore. So you
Right, you
should
don't,
vote there.
exactly.
Or
And
there.
then when you do that, you're gonna change your address.
I can do
on the
everything
form,
There,
and
they-
you'll
registration.
update it for next
There's the
election.
one I had, and I think he had.
In the
said he
past, it
lost all
was
his
either
butt.
you go back and get your ATV
Well,
form from
I
your
do it
old
fast
precinct,
enough.
and
because
come
I've
back
done it
and vote,
many
or you
times,
have to
it
vote
gets
provisional.
more
So
complicated
we tried to
than it
do
is.
that to cut down on some provisionals, because they were gonna count
And
anyway.
that's fairly
And,
recent, isn't it?
We kind of started doing
Wave my
that
hand
2 or
over
3
here
years
and
ago.
type.
They need to provide a training video.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to poll workers the other day. They didn't even know this thing existed. Because they never
Oh,
really.
we count them by hand.
You're talking about the training
In Greensboro,
the fourth.
Well, that's how I found out that.
so that's
Somebody asked
Sunday
me, they were
night
like,
check-in. You can
"Really
always
ask
just
me about
come
that
up
when I
Monday
was
morning.
young account?"
You don't have to,
I was
you know,
like,
your
no.
room is
No,
for
we don't.
both nights, so.
15,000 in 2020, count them by hand, go back. 09 is.
And it's usually over by lunchtime, or right around lunchtime, the second day.
So we count them by weight.
Especially for us,
Yeah.
for board members,
Right.
unless you just want to go hear
Yeah.
the sales pitches of
Don't
all
tell
of
me
the
corn is.
Vendors.
vendors. I mean, some people are.
Which technically,
Let's try it. You know, just take your time.
it says dark blue ink. This is light blue ink, so
The light blue and the medium blue.
I'm not sure exactly where you draw that line. Aha, fantastic. Three. Apparently that is within the allowable darkness of the ink. All right, 10S1. One. One oh three. Three. One oh four. Do them separate. Two. Pleasant Grove.
What?
We'll see that eventually. Got that
You just
eventually.
told me that. I thought you were kidding, you know? But you were one that you liked. Oh, I wasn't. Yeah, you said, what you got, rock and burn.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
I said, what you doing?
Right in East Burlington. Said,
What was none of the above?
Yeah.
Anybody but you? Yeah, anybody.
Just wait till the
I
presidential.
couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
124. What? $25. One. $27.
Sheriff for the second primary.
Say it again.
That's not.
One.
Oh, Sheriff.
Oh.
Like German. You like to eat German?
9. Einstein.
Dry. The upload that you don't know anything.
I was trying to say 128.
I'm sorry. The number.
I think it's Einstein. Act.
We should conduct this
I
election in
took
American,
two
please.
German courses, 2 German courses, failed the first one once, and then passed it.
You must have audited yourself.
I'd say 128.
That's okay. He knows what to do with the machines. That's the
Yes, my gifts did not extend apparently to language.
I think it's 100 oxygen spots. 108 and 20.
Right. It looks like 13 was the last.
I knew it. I knew it.
The very last ballot?
Well, at least it was the last one.
Try it again.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put it over to another shot. Ha! That is 4.
No,
Doesn't take much to make our day.
Easily entertained.
no duplicating.
All right. I think that's the first time that is.
Dawn's just happy the electricity came back on.
Exactly. Well, it wasn't here. It was at one of our precincts. And
It does. I mean,
So,
I can navigate
um,
and you
I'm sure that was fun.
I mean,
Well, and
it's-
Well, it went out at my house
it
in
doesn't
the middle
display
of the
that
night,
right
and
now.
that would have affected Smith. And so I was on the phone with the power and the police department, I was trying to like, oh my God. And then finally, about an hour later, it came back on. And then about 8:30, Andrews over, elementary school, one of the precincts, their power went out. So we'd been on the phone with emergency management, and they were like, got in touch with Duke Power, and Duke Power, had already fixed the pole and was getting ready to work on the lights, and said it would be about 45 minutes. So we were going to run some flashlights over there because
Dark room.
in dark room, and we got just a little ways down Main Street, and they called and said the power was back on. So all crisis avoided so far.
So nobody had to vote provisional because of.
Well,
powers?
we had backup power
Yes.
on the machines, and then also, we have the emergency bin.
Mhm,
So we wouldn't have to use
mhm.
provisionals for that. It was just this particular room was enclosed like this, so there was no natural lighting in there. They were
That's
using
dark.
yeah, but at this particular precinct, let's see. At 9 o'clock, and this was before 9, they'd only had 3 voters, so
Yeah,
it wasn't
but
a busy
See,
precinct, which was good.
Okay. What
Uh,
about tonight?
that's tonight, because they can't see the result till tonight.
You want them to sign this? Yes, y'all just want to sign that back page that we were going to all these things.
before I seal that bag, we might want to do
Yes.
this. If I can get board members to verify that the seal number is what it's supposed to be.
Yes, sir.
So what goes in the bag?
The USB from the big machine
Mm-hmm.
with the ABS results, the results printout that y'all have to have for later on to
Mm-hmm.
do all that. And I put the seal itself in there. I hadn't done that before, but it's probably a good idea. And
From the tabulator,
yes, and the early voting results
Right.
once we get them out of here.
because there was only one machine, there was only one,
Correct.
what do you call it?
DS200.
Yes.
So there's both tabulators, but that's the early voting
Correct.
tabulator.
So yes, that's what we use the early voting, and he's fixing to print the results from that. And then we just did the absentees on that, on those.
This is called a precinct tabulator,
Mhm.
and that's a central count tabulator.
Gotcha.
Central count meant to be used centrally.
Yeah.
They're like, don't get him started. We'll never stop.
All of our YouTube viewers will be fascinated to hear.
They'll all be asleep after about 10 minutes.
You may go ahead and seal this up. Or leave it.
Have you got your count sheet in there, Chair?
That starts it up.
Yeah, I always put one of those in there. That way we know what we. ran for each precinct, if we have a recount. Thank you. she'll put those back in a block vault.
And you get a tape and a USB out of that machine?
That is not this day, for the next one.
Oh, I have to ask, what is that tape?
Configuration report. Just got hardware information, basic diagnostic stuff. We still keep that around too, just because ideally you don't want that to have changed
Right.
when the machine is shut,
Yes.
because that would suggest bad things.
Don't do that.
And we're gonna close.
And observers, can take pictures of zero tapes and the totals tapes. They cannot take a picture of the configuration tape.
Who?
Observers,
What's the
Prints out information that has, it's got proprietary
Gotcha.
protections as intellectual property, so they can't take pictures of that particular portion.
What were the other two things you said? The zero
the
tape?
zero
and the-
tape, which is printed, at the beginning, and then the
It says
totals take at the end.
Yeah.
So like, if, an observer went today to a precinct, they could ask for the zero tape from this morning, and then tonight, at the end of when they close the polls, they could ask for the total tape and take pictures of those, just not them.
Can they publish this? Because I mean, in theory, they could post it to social media before you guys.
But it's just one precinct though, yeah.
I'm just curious.
And we'd have it up like 45 minutes later anyway.
Right, yeah.
Just curious.
I don't
Yeah,
think that
never
there's
comes.
currently any court precedent for
I
that.
don't think once they take a picture, how you can
Nobody
control
wants
that.
to touch
Yeah.
that either. Nobody wants to touch it.
Nobody's taken it to court yet. All right. We'll fold this one up so that it can't be seen. This in there too. All right. And we are finished.
Okay, so at this point, we can recess until 7:30 PM.
That's correct.
Okay.
And
Go get the kids,
Yeah.
right?
Thank you. See y'all in a little bit.
Okay.
See you.